There must be some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. There's too much confusion about merge paths and shape layers and all that stuff. I can't get no relief. Hey, what's up, guys? I am Joe from Workbench, and we have a quick tutorial for you guys this week. Also, I apologize if you hear any squawking in the background. My neighbor has 3 cockatoos, and for some reason they're going nuts right now. Alright, so this week's tip is not actually about making something complicated like this, multiple merge paths and strokes and stuff around the outside. It's actually about something a little bit simpler. So let's turn this off real quick. So if you notice when you bring in an Illustrator document, you convert it to a shape, a lot of times you get all this like extra junk in here. It kind of makes sense. You know, we get 2 paths here, these 2, and they're merged. But what's actually interesting is you don't need that. So you can junk this. You can put this in here. Get rid of that. So why does this still work? Why is it still cut out? And that's because, from what I can surmise, After Effects uses like the EPS type paths. So if you go over here and reverse the direction of this will actually add instead of subtract. So I can flip that direction back. So I can go over here and grab my ellipse tool and drag a new ellipse in. And you can either hold Option if you don't want it to be parametric like this, or you can just leave it the way it is. You can drag this into this group. So now we have just the path. So we gotta make sure it's above the fill, and then you can change its direction and you can cut stuff out. So what's interesting about this is that then you can do stuff where it crosses over. This cuts through that one, but it doesn't cut through this one right here. So because of how this works, you have to actually play around with this a little bit. So if we flip this path, which is this thing right here, path number 3, this doesn't actually disappear because it's not really covering anything. So then we can flip this back, which is the circle, and now you see it'll cut through everything. Of course, if you want this to cut out and just not leave these extra lines in between, you can just use the merge paths with subtract. But if you want to do this kind of like invert X-ray thing, you can do it like this pretty easily. And of course, you can put as many of these as you want. You can make a new one, shrink it, goes in between that, or it goes outside of here. So you can use this to put a bunch of bubbles in here. Or you could probably have something even more complex, like a character, and use it to make like an X-ray effect. So that's just another tip of things to have in your arsenal. Alright guys, I think we're going to have a quick tips video next week. I already have a bunch of stuff lined up for it, I just didn't have time to put it together today. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you feel like helping to support Workbench and what I do, check out patreon.com/workbench. And make sure you check out workbench.tv for more great content. I've been posting stuff a little bit more regularly to the blog, so check it out. And that's it guys, I am Joe from Workbench, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.